Hey friends, family, everyone on Facebook. I just bought a new property. It's one of my favorites I've bought in the last couple of months. It's beautiful, 2 acres, right next to Wolfram, the new park they're getting ready to build. Everyone tells me I need to do more of these videos. I'm going to show you this house. Another thing I'll tell you is I made a friend in the process, and he happens to be here giving me the keys. So he's going to share his experience so everyone knows what it's like to deal with me. Here he is. Here's Andrew.
So, and I dealt with the bank for like 2.5 years, and I was really sweating this thing, and finally it went to foreclose, and Jeff bought it, and we made contact with each other, and immediately I felt really comfortable, and we hit it right off. He explained the process to me. I had no expectations, and he assured me that this was going to be smooth and painless, and actually it's been my pleasure to do business with him and Angel. Great company. You know, he's got a good deal, I got a good deal. We're all walking away from this very happy, and we're going to move forward and enjoy life. So
Now,
I highly recommend his company, Starting Point Real Estate, and they're just the most professional people and nice people I've ever dealt with.
And Andrew, a couple things that are important to people. They're afraid that when they do something like sell their house, or let's say they are they have circumstances in their life that are unfortunate, that are out of their control.
Right.
And they're afraid when something like this happens that someone's going to come in and say, get the hell out, it's not your house anymore, leave you with no money, and you know, and make things even more difficult.
Right.
How did that process go with us?
Well, you know, I really had no rights, and I had asked, I'd asked for some consideration, some time, and they were more than gracious to give me time. And then I had some yard that was proprietary to the house. Jeff bought that and gave me some cash for keys, and I left the house straight and, you know, as clean and as undamaged as possible, and he's going to clean it up and flip and get this thing ready for the market. I was really sweating it. I mean, I was, you know, trying to be cool, but I mean, it just that worry and that stress was huge. And then, you know, the comfort that he gave me, and looking in his eyes and shaking his hand and him talking to me, and we just immediately hit it off, and they just alleviated all of that burden of stress and concern of what was going to happen to me. So
Awesome.
yeah.
Well, Andrew, thank you, sir.
My pleasure, sir.
Appreciate it, brother.
Absolutely.
And good luck to you in the new ventures. All right?
Appreciate that. You too.
All right, buddy. I'm going to show everybody the house now.
Okay.
All right.
Good luck.
Yeah, you too, buddy. Thank you. Okay. Well, this is going to be a little bit of a long video, but I am super proud of this house. Check it out. I'm going to sell it. It appraised for $345 as it stands, because we had to get an appraisal before we close. And we're going to sell it for $250. Barely needs any work. You can move right in. I'm going to turn this around so you guys can see it. This is on Pittman Hill. Okay? Everybody that knows the area knows that that's Whitmore right there. I'll walk around the back. I'd like to move in this, but I'm only going to move one more time in my life, and it's going to be the house. So that's probably going to take me a few more years to get to, but I'm going to tell you, this one is pretty damn close. 2.5 acres. I mean, I grew up in the neighborhood in St. Louis County, but we always had woods in the neighborhood, and I loved playing in the freaking woods. And so whoever lives here, those woods go all the way back to Kisker. They're building a 200-acre or 250-acre park that's going to be like the Cadillac of St. Charles County. It's going to connect to this property, so the values are going to be huge in about a year and a half when that's done. Here's the back of the house. Of course, it needs a power washing. We never get them in immaculate condition. That got a little dark there for a minute, but you know, and I always talk about doing business. You can do business to make money, you can do business to serve people and to help people, and then the money will come. And so that's why I like stories like Andrew's, you know. He got divorced, fought like hell to keep the house, got back on his feet, started sending the bank checks again, and they wouldn't take them. So that's the kind of situation people get into. The banks won't even take your money anymore. He's willing to catch it up, so he lost it. And I bought it from the bank. This has got decks on the side, decks on the back. I hate making long videos, but it takes a long time to get around this dang house. So I'm gonna go inside. But to be able to give Andrew all the time he needed, I didn't rush him out. I gave him time. I actually gave him a couple extensions on it because most people have unreasonable, expectations. They think they can get out faster than they can. And so the last thing I want to do is someone lose their place and then get booted on the street. So we gave him all the time he needed. I gave him some money for some of the things he had here. Waited for him to find the right place. So now the dude is as happy as could be because he's got a rental that fits all his needs. He's got a little money in his pocket, and he feels like he's starting from scratch, which is really cool to be able to put my name behind. So here, we're getting ready to go in the house. Here we go. Most of the time, I got to rehab that. Now, these aren't the prettiest colors, obviously, but who cares? Paint? To buy a house and get 100 off it. And then here's the great room, overlooking all that. In this kitchen, let me get in here. There's some light bulbs out, but it's a huge kitchen. It's got a Thermador appliances, warmer down there. This is all awesome setup. The kitchen here, dishwasher, which is shot, by the way. It needs a new dishwasher, but it's all covered in the cabinets. He's got lights everywhere. This, I'm easily entertained, by the way. I thought this was pretty cool. There's this vent, which is funneled outside. Fireplace, sunroom that you could use for an office, playroom, whatever you want. The house just has a lot to offer, but this is what's amazing right here. Where else do you get that? Here's our kitchen again. And then here's the master. Coffered ceilings. Good size, really good size actually. Dirty as could be, but that's to be expected. Hardwood in their walk-in. Bathroom's nice. Big shower. It's hard to do this in bathrooms. But double sinks, giant shower. There's some things that need to be updated. It's got gold trim. 3 other bedrooms, 3 baths. So 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, finished basement, walks out to the woods. This is nice as it comes. So, cool part for me, got to buy an incredible house, an incredible area, sell it cheap to whoever, whether it be an investor that wants to buy it to rehab it. It appraised for $345 as it sits, probably worth $400 possibly, fixed up, doesn't need a lot, lots of cosmetics. Got to help someone out. They lost their house, that had nothing to do with me. I just happened to be the one to buy it and got to pick it up to pieces and help them to be able to move on. And to me, if you're in business, that's what your business needs to be about, is helping other people. The money will come every time, always does, more than what you could plan. I'm not going to take you through the rest of the house because it'll take too long, but I appreciate it if you watch this long video. Starting Point Real Estate buys houses and sells houses at a discount. And so that's it. One more look. There's a side deck. So, I don't know. Really awesome. Hope everybody has a great day. Starting Point Real Estate buys houses. See ya.